Welcome to our new
show.
Yeah, we're going to start doing a very controversial thing. Not politics. We're going to be doing. Some of them can be.
It'll lead into politics.
But conspiracy theories.
Yes. Not saying we believe them. We just want to bring it to the attention of the public. Just because, why the hell not?
Yep.
We
don't have to bring attention to the public. I'm pretty sure the public already knows.
Yeah.
I hope the public already knows. If not, then
okay. Wow. So this conspiracy theory, I'll do the first one. He'll come up with the second one. And like I said, we're going to be pretty neutral. We're gonna try to not give our opinion too much, just because, I mean, some of it's very controversial. And honestly, I don't even know if we'll post this one. We'll see how it goes. But the moon landing, was it faked? Like that is the biggest conspiracy of all time. Maybe besides the JFK, was he assassinated or like, but gosh, I mean, this is the one. I mean, you watch any comedy show, any sitcom, it probably references the moon landing.
Yep.
I mean, Family Guy, hell, The Ranch. If you watch The Ranch on Netflix, it mentions it. I mean, everything mentions the moon landing, and for a damn good reason too. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense to it. But I'm not going to give an opinion. I'll say it straight up. Let me move my mic away because that might be killing your guys' ears. But I'm not going to give an opinion straight up because I'm not too educated in this field to really determine.
Well, nor am I.
Yeah, but
I'm not educated in much anything.
I don't think either of us are. But no, but let's go on into the details of the moon landing. So, what would have been the purpose for the fake of the moon landing?
To beat the other countries.
Yes.
There was a race to who can get to space first, and America wanted to prove that they were the number one to beat Russia. And guess what? They either actually did it, or they were like, well, there's no way in hell we're going to be able to do this, so let's just do what we do best and make movie magic.
Yeah. and a big theory was Stanley Kubrick was... like, people believe he directed the movie, or why? I guess would it be a movie or would it just be a scene?
It would kind of be a movie. I mean, he does do a lot of space movies.
He does. I mean,
he's already educated in that field.
He's one of the best movie directors of all time, and he's very like linked to faking the moon landing. I mean, it's just that simple. You hear faking the moon landing, you're probably hearing Stanley Kubrick's name around there too. So, gosh, I'm nervous if you can't tell about going.
Oh, you think we're gonna get sniped? See,
no,
on our heads. Talk about the moon landing. Like, what the heck?
I will say this: it was hard to find stuff that wasn't all the moon landing being debunked. All debunked. Like, it was hard to find actual. Some of the, I guess,
sounds like a lot of stuff today in today's site.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's hard to find stuff on JFK assassination.
Or anything really.
I mean, Google is just
one-sided.
What did you say?
I said one-sided.
Yeah. We'll go with that. I was gonna say something a little bit more worse, but yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. So the person responsible for this theory is a guy named Bill Kaysing. I think that is how you say it. He worked for the U.S. space program in 1956 to 1963. So,
which is the year that space landing happened, right? 62 or 63.
6 years after he quit. So,
when did the moon landing happen? It was in the 60s.
1969, I think.
1969.
I believe. Look it up real quick while I'm going through.
A lot of good things in 1969. One of them being
69.
One of them being the Camaro, and one of them being 69.
Oh man, I thought you were going something a little dirtier.
I did. Did you not hear me saying and 69?
Oh no, I didn't hear that. I looked at my phone and my phone's on, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off because I've been listening to a TikToker that is very soothing.
Ooh, happened just the other day.
Oh dang, it's geez, what, the 52nd anniversary 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
Wow.
Well, from time of recording this, I don't know when this will be posted. So it may be like a month. I don't know. No, it will be like a week. But he published a book.
That's weird. Why was there no? It says there have been no moon landing recordings from 1976 to 2013.
Yeah,
That's a long span of no one going to
Oh
the
yeah,
moon.
I mean, I get into some details. I did research for this. I'm not saying I did enough research to be an expert. Absolutely not even close. So I mean, if people want to bring up stuff in the comments, as long as you're civil, go for it. I mean,
Or heck, I don't care if you're civil. You can call me whatever you want to. Hate is fuel for everything.
but he published a book casing.
Is that a beard hair?
Ooh, it is.
I don't have a beard, so. Uh-oh.
Whoa! But he published a book about it, and it was called "We Never Went to the Moon: America's $30 Billion Lie." I've not read the book. I'm not gonna read the book.
Well, $30 billion is nothing for America,
I
though.
would actually really like to read the book. Well, I mean, essentially back then we paid for the moon landings through tax and stuff. So,
Yeah.
so if this, I mean, this is why it's.
Well, we didn't. I'm sure Hopefully wasn't born
Well,
in
yeah.
the 60s.
I mean,
Sorry, Grandpa.
I mean, as Americans, we bought it, but I mean, if this was faked, you know how bad that is to tease, not tease, but steal from your own I'm having citizens. Man, I was wanting to say Americans, which is right, but not. I'm nervous. He has stated that the U.S. lacked the technical prowess to be able to launch into space. Like that's just somebody who worked there. I mean, I guess it could be a grudge thing. You know, he could be. Well, I'm not.
And stories change over the years. I mean,
Yeah, they do.
you tell someone a story and they hear it differently, then they go and tell someone else in a different way that they heard it, and then it just changes over time.
Hell, in middle school, I forced a fumble, and all I did was force a fumble, and now I'm just like, I forced a fumble, I picked it up, I ran 30 yards, got tackled.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just,
that's legendary, man.
yeah, it is. Hey, for a big guy that played nose tackle, forcing a fumble and actually picking it up, that's pretty dope. But yeah, and I mean, even some videos that have come out scientists they've kind of hinted that.
Well, I'm sure they probably feared for their life and being assassinated if they
Yeah.
even came out as anything scientific.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, people can say what they want, but I mean, there's just.
I love JFK. Is JFK's the one? No, JFK was dead when the moon landing happened. JFK died in '63. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay, this is being cut. I don't want to sound like a retard. Oh, that's definitely being cut now.
JFK assassination. Why isn't
Just type in date. Yes.
1963? Yeah, November 22nd, 1963, in Dallas, Texas. My favorite football team, city, Dallas. No wonder they suck. They're cursed because they.
Cowgirls.
I don't want to say the rest of that sentence.
But. Excuse me. I had a little burp. But. Scientists have come out and said that we had more technology back then than we did now, like better technology.
Wow.
I don't. Okay.
I don't believe them. I think
Wow.
I think those scientists that said that are stupid.
Yeah.
Where was the internet back then? Where was cell phones back then? Where was computers back then?
There wasn't any cell phone.
Exactly. There wasn't even internet back then, were there?
I don't know when internet.
Internet came out in like the 90s or 80s, right?
I would say so. Dial up.
Now I'm sure the government, at least the U.S. government, definitely had their hands on internet software and stuff years before we did.
Yeah. And
I mean, they test everything out. Once they find a new thing that's super generational, they're not going to be like, oh, here, people, you can have it. They're going to be like, all right, let's use this, do what we need to with it, and then spit it out to our people.
yeah.
You know what I mean? it's hard telling what they have right now that the people don't know about. And then in 10 years, they'll be like, oh, yeah, we just invented this last year. Here you go.
Yeah, I mean, they got to run tests and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they got to use it. I mean, you never know what they use in the military.
true.
I mean, the U.S. military, I'm going to go ahead and say it.
I mean, how much are these UFO sightings just our military testing stuff?
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah, just imagine our military actually has those lightning fast.
Well, I'm not saying
drones.
they're okay, yeah, but I'm not saying they're alien technology. But I'm just saying like
It's very advanced human
UFO
technology.
does not literally mean alien.
No.
It's just unidentified flying object. So we don't know what the hell it is. So I mean, it could be damn near anything. But
I mean, there's no reason to not agree that the U.S. is the most powerful military on this planet. I mean, China and Russia they're there. they're there for sure, but I think we got it. I think why we have it is not necessarily saying that one of our soldiers is better than one of their soldiers, but our technology is just way more advanced than any other country.
I don't know about technology. I feel like China might.
We
have
spend
us
like
on technology.
we spend like trillions of dollars more than the next leading country. Like we fund our military with trillions of dollars a year when other countries only spend millions of dollars a year.
Yeah.
So I mean, just think about the technology we have. I mean, we have $1 billion drones flying in the sky.
And one argument I hate that they use against this is blueprints and the technology we had back then. It was completely destroyed. How do you not record all this data that we went there, and yet we can't perfect it now with all this good technology we have? It blows my mind. And with I watched an interview today with your guy, space guy.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, gosh,
He's not my guy. He's everyone's guy, just not your guy.
No, he's not my guy.
I love Elon. Go Tesla and SpaceX. SpaceX is really cool.
But he said how like they're almost able to go to Mars.
Oh yeah. Well, he says. Yeah, I saw a video the other night. He said that
It's gonna cost like $500,000.
yeah, $500,000 you can go to Mars.
Yeah,
And he
I don't
plans
know
by 2030 people could live on Mars.
Oh, that's gonna be a shake cam right there. Close up, it's gonna be a shake.
I
Oh
was
God!
so-
What was that? Who does Elmer Fudd?
no, I was thinking of the woman on Luca that does the dolphin noise.
Oh, his mom. Oh man, my voice is not having that.
If you haven't seen Luca, go check it out, please.
Wow, this last like 5 minutes has been not conspiracy theory related.
Luca is good.
And the Van Allen radiation belt. I mean, we don't have metal that can withstand that, especially back then. I don't know how we got past it, or if we did. I'm not sure, because I mean, all the components that were put together is just it cannot withstand the radiation.
It's hard to believe that anybody on Earth has actually been to space.
Yeah.
Even other countries. I mean, I think it's just all a game.
Oh yeah. It blows my mind. that
And I
people
feel like
lost.
anybody that gets close to releasing stuff like that is assassinated.
They're silenced. They're
If they're not silenced, they're shot and killed or wrecked. I mean, there's a lot of conspiracies on celebrities on deaths and stuff.
There is, but this is moon landing right now. I don't want to get into all that yet.
Well, around the same time moon landing was JFK,
Oh yeah.
which it wasn't about the moon landing because, you know, of course, he died before the moon landing
And if you look at some of the footage,
of JFK.
no,
Oh.
we're
I can
talking
go
about
on.
moon landing.
I can go on forever on the footage of JFK.
Oh,
What
yeah.
makes no sense and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be a different different conspiracy theory. But this one, the shadows. There's like 2 different shadows if you look at the video, or like the pictures and stuff. How do you have that unless you have 2 different light sources?
Well, you know how many stars there are in the world.
Okay. Thank you for bringing that up. If you look at the footage, there's no stars in the background. I mean, I'm just saying, there's no stars in the background. I mean, man, I mean, I guess they could have edited it out, but back then, that'd be tough. Look at the footage. There's no stars in the background. That blows my mind. You're on the moon.
I'm confused though on whenever they came back to Earth. and Armstrong. So whenever they came back to Earth, there were millions of people watching the thing go into the ocean. Like they didn't crash. They purposely landed in the ocean because it was safer to land in the ocean than it would be to just plummet to the ground.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's going to be hot if it's coming into orbit. It's
so
gonna be
what makes no sense is they saw them coming back to Earth, and then the next time they see them getting out of the shuttle in the ocean. So it's like, where'd they come from anyway? Like they had to come from somewhere because they came from there and came down here and then they get out.
What? I'm confused.
Whenever they landed in the water, they immediately got out. It's like, how could they have faked that? Like, how could they have faked that part? Like, how'd they fake the return to Earth?
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, that brings me to my next thing I wrote down. You need this big-ass spaceship to go, which I understand the gravity's a lot worse here. Like, it takes a lot more to get off than the moon, obviously, because you see them jumping around if it's real. I don't know if it is or not. But you see this big ship go into space to take them in. And then you look at what they left in. It looks like tinfoil wrapped in sticks and crap. It does not look like it could go anywhere.
Maybe the atmosphere in space shriveled. Like it shriveled it. Maybe going through the ozone layer and stuff like that actually like did something to the metal to where it like started bending the metal.
Well, no, I'm sure when the big ship probably intertwined with the space station or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But
space is space.
Space, yeah, space. Space is spacey. And let's go on to I already talked about that. Why do we need robots on the moon? Because why can't we just go back? I mean, why do we need robots to try to get to the moon instead of us going back to the moon? If it's so, which I understand the blueprints were lost and stuff, but you're zoning out hardcore.
Well, I'm thinking because I feel like it's just a lot safer to send robots to the moon because they don't have feelings and families and they don't die. I mean, they just they just power down and then they just make a new one.
I'm just saying, why send robots to the moon if we've been to the moon multiple times? Why send robots if we can't just go back there safely? Because I mean, if we went to the moon once or twice, we should have the records and we should have the blueprints and the technology to go right back. I know it's money. There's a lot of money involved, but
that's not a lot of money to the U.S. I mean, we gave like 30-some billion dollars in this the last stimulus check just to identify fish. If you look at the bill that was signed for the stimulus check, it was like, what was it, $3 trillion or so and so trillion dollars? Only like half of $1 trillion, like a few billion dollars, came to the American people in the $1,400. And then the rest went to like bullcrap stuff, like 30-some billion dollars went to Mexico so they can identify what fish was in the Gulf down there. So they go and look to see what the population is and certain fish and all that stuff. So it's like, we did that for bullcrap reasons. Like, you could have used that $30-some billion and gave people $5,000 instead of $1,400.
Yeah.
So it just makes no sense. And there's other things in there that are ridiculously stupid too. That was not the only one. That's just the one that I know.
I want to do a deep dive into the ocean. Like I don't want to go into the ocean.
There's a reason why NASA went from sea exploration to immediately going to space exploration.
Yeah. There's a show on Hulu that focuses on the race to the moon. I haven't watched it, but it looked amazing.
We should probably watch that and then do a part 2 of this.
It was like
we should do that. We should do a part 2.
Sweet dreams are made of things. But it's a slow one. It's freaking awesome, dude. I love it. I love the trailer. But I think that's about it. I don't want to go too much further.
There might be a part 2 to this, depending on if we watch that.
Yeah. Like
thing on Hulu.
If we watch the thing on Hulu,
it'll give us a lot more education and info.
Yeah.
Because they're professionals at this, and they probably spent years and years going through this stuff.
Yeah.
We spent 5 minutes.
I watched a video where a guy was debunking it, and it was horrible. It was supposed to be an expert on this, and he was doing he sounded like me, bro. He sounded like me talking about his expertise. He's like, but. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Probably said I think a lot, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, and he didn't debunk anything. He just talked about. It was ridiculous. It was
Redonkulous.
yeah.
Donkey.
It was a 16-minute video of him pretty much saying nothing, not debunking one thing. But like I said, I'm not going to give my opinion because I'm not educated enough in space technology.
I gave my opinion. I gave my opinion based on what I know right now. My opinions change. I mean, as of right now, that's where I stand. And part 2, I might change my mind and be like, all right, well, my mind has completely changed. But right now, that's where I stand. And if
Where do you stand?
I'm sitting right now. I'm not standing. But
I had a burp, and I was trying to
I
laugh.
want to say that it actually happened.
That we went to the moon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I have no idea. Like I said,
I'm going to say it actually happened, but, I don't know for sure. I mean, from the information that I've got right now, I think it actually happened, but I need to do my own research. And
I want to believe it happened, but
that's why I want to believe it happened so bad.
just like dinosaurs, I want to believe dinosaurs existed, but I'm not sure if they did.
But,
Like, it's hard for me to believe that we could.
in this day and age, you got to do your own research.
Well, you got to say research before you do research.
You got to do your own research about certain things before you even give your opinion.
Absolutely. And don't look too far into this because I mean we're just making a conspiracy video. We're not
telling you need to believe this because we don't even believe what we're saying. So
yeah, and I didn't do I haven't studied this for years. I've just done it over 2 days. It's
and I did mine over 2 minutes from trying to read over his mess.
Trying to read.
There's a reason why he said a lot of talking in this.
Yes, because my handwriting is trash. Like, if you know me, like, people who watch this will know me. I have the worst handwriting in the world. I hate, especially with a pen. A pencil.
All right, Jess.
What?
Oh, I don't want to say it again. I said, all right, Jess.
Oh. But, no.
Oh, hey.
Oh, you're on the floor. Why? Well, you are going to hear some toenails. I might cut some of this. I don't know.
You can cut the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, that'll be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you see my hand right here, I'm holding my dog. That way you don't hear nails.
We're not holding hands, I promise.
But thank you for joining us. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed.
And we'll possibly see you in
Okay.
we'll possibly see you in part 2.
Yeah, I mean, if we watch that show, we may do a part 2. Bell.
And we might do other videos on conspiracies. And
Oh yeah, we're definitely. He'll have the next conspiracy. He'll talk most of the time, probably. Which
are we gonna do JFK?
JFK. That's up to you, pal.
JFK, my favorite conspiracy. One of my favorite presidents too.
I wouldn't say my favorite, but my favorite's a little bit more controversial than this one. But yeah, okay. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Peace.